Hello, everybody. Finally back playing more Golden Sun. I have been away for a little bit, but I'm gonna try to get back on it. Things have been hectic lately. So we just learned that we had to go south to hopefully find Reef after beating 3 of those scouts. So let's go south. There was an easier way to have done that, and I chose not to do it. Yeah, this one takes... That one goes on for a bit longer than what it probably should, but... We walked right into their trap. They tricked us. Well, I did trick you, but this is no trap. You're free to go. Now, why ambush us, coward? What, is it a crime to come say goodbye? We're just sad to see such great warriors be on their way, that's all. Never mind Blados. If he's here, I'm sure Reef must be around somewhere. Smart girl. Maybe even as smart as your father, Ivan. I don't like the way that guy's talking about Karis. It's like he knows her. What do you mean, smart as my father? Just that you might be a worthy adversary someday. Yeah, Matthew swears. Now get out of here, or else I'll bring this whole place down. That's one thing about this game, is that it does do this whole, like, there are parts in the game where once you progress, certain areas you can't go back to, ever. Look, a crate, and, it's hopping. Should we open it? It's so bizarre. Okay, if you think it's safe, let's do it. Hey, it's Reef. I guess we headed out the right exit after all. We found him. You're lucky we got to you in time, Reef. I don't think I could have stood that a second longer. It was like a coffin. Cradden and Noel are terribly worried. Were terribly worried when you vanished. Then let's hurry and catch up with them. I hope you weren't planning on going north through the caves. Because you can't use the cave route now that I've collapsed the entrance. I've trapped you here in the southwest corner of Angara in a cage of monumental proportions. You've emerged on the other side of the Goma Mountains, but there's no going home. And you're stuck below the Chiron Mountains with little hope of crossing over them. You again, stop this nonsense. Why are you tormenting us? Nonsense? Oh, there's a lot of sense behind all this. Not that I'll tell you fools. I don't understand. Who are you guys? Now you're starting to ask the right questions. I'm fed up with this. You're toying with us. You're lucky I've been given orders to let you live. Until you've played your parts, that is. What? Did he just say play our parts? I think he just let something slip, don't you? Don't look so smug. I didn't mean for that to slip out, but you'll be crying for mercy once you get what it really means. You're locked into your fates. The only way to escape the there's only one way to escape the IJ region, and that passage is over the Kirin Mountains, far too treacherous for you. Farewell, children of Vale's greatest warriors. Know that you've had the honor of facing Blados. Just be glad you didn't meet my sword. I guess we've got no choice. He's trapped us in IJ. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. I've never been sure. But we need to reach Belinsk. But Blados did say there's another way, going north over the Kirin Mountains. He did say that it'd be a difficult climb, though. It probably is, for him. Did you see all those dumb cables they used to get around? Still, we should proceed carefully, Tyrell. That's not Tyrell's strong suit. What could be so difficult about taking some passage over the mountains? Taking the passage north isn't as straightforward as you'd think. This is the first time we've been to this part of Angara. I'm scared we'll get lost. Don't be such a worrywart, Karis. We'll be up and over those mountains in no time. Happy. You're not worried that we're going to get lost, Matthew? Now you're starting to convince even me. I've traveled this area with Crad. There's a town south of here to the coast. We should go that we should go to first. So you know which way to head next, then, Reef? You could have said something earlier. I said we head straight for that town. Let's get our bearings before we go over the mountains. Here she goes again, pushing us around. What? I know full well that Matthew is our leader. I just figured he'd want some input. Fine then, let's move out before Karis blows a gasket. So, may I take it that you're alright with me traveling with you? I would suggest that we head for that town. Reef joined the party! Yay! Hey, here's one of the Wise Ones statues. Cookie. I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep this one going. Let's see here. Then we head over here because there's a special summon over this way. Whenever I say special summon, I can't help but think of Yu-Gi-Oh! That critical strike and that level up made all the difference. Compass Shrine. Bulgaria. I used to think that's... You know, there's yeah, there's no way to check and see how many summons you have. Just not until you get into a battle. I accidentally clicked on my trigger. Or not clicked, I pressed whatever. Okay, I'm gonna need to move some Jin around. There we go. Stick bonk. Pretty sure bind ends after the battle does. The town of Harpa. This is Harpa, the city of ruins. Kraden is fascinated by ruins, so our travels brought us here, of course. Makes sense. City of ruins, but it doesn't look ruined whatsoever. Yeah, I've never been to a city before, but it looks all fancy and new. I'll never fit in here. I can imagine why you'd be thrilled to visit a city like this for the first time, Matthew. Well, if this is the city of ruins, there must be something old around here somewhere. I guess so. You don't sound like such a know-it-all all of a sudden. I've traveled through Harpa only once before. It wasn't enough time to learn much. My dad says he always steers clear of city people. Do you think it's risky being here? Nah. You might be right, Matthew, but if we stick together, I'm sure it'll be fine. At the very least, we should stock up for our trip over the mountains to Belensk. This dude over here eavesdropping. Wait. Oh. Yeah, we can just go ahead and sell that. Oh! Let's ignore that. Over here, we get a little cutscene. Wanna know what I'm doing? Sure. I'm in training. I want to use this thing called Synergy someday. I'll be a famous adept. Must be some of those ignorant country people. Ha, I bet you never even heard of Synergy. And this sets off Tyrell. Yeah. How'd you do that? You lit the fire. Put it out now, Tyrell. Come on, Tyrell, extinguish it. I can't. You can't? What do you mean? A fire adept can start fires, but we can't put them out. It's a sore subject for us. This is how we were supposed to be introduced to the whole douse. Good work, Reef. I'm impressed. Well, I am a water adept, possess the synergy to put out fires, of course. You did it again, Tyrell. Use your synergy in public. You promised. Hey, this time it was... At least nobody got hurt. It's fine. Don't encourage him. We're not supposed to be throwing our synergy around like that. Well, I agree with you completely, Karis. I'm glad to hear it. In fact, Kratos taught us that it's crucial to never misuse our powers. Synergy a gift, but if you were the sort of people who abuse that gift, well, I hate to say it, but we'd have to part ways. We don't need to worry about that, Reef. We've got discipline, mostly. It's natural to want to show off synergy. But controlling synergy means controlling our minds. We've got to maintain discipline. Alright, we've kind of been through. Yeah, and by we, you mean me, right? But I'm not weak, Karis. Alright, you, weak, of course not. Any son of the Warriors of Vale can surely become a true master. Looks like Reef has faith in us already. Of course, I was saying that we adepts always need to stay vigilant. Now let's continue that. Whole thing. Alright, let's... Oh yeah, before we leave... Fortune teller tent. Who wants to see a chick have a heart attack? Newcomer store tent, allow me, Namu, to look into your distant future. A rabid beast, endless darkness, what a fearful future I see. Oh, is it the end of the ancient world, or the beginning of the end of ours? Yep, there she goes. Cursed warriors, I cannot bear to look upon you. Please leave our tent. Let's see if she sees the same thing. I see a labyrinth caught in the coils of a snake. You shall not be able to enter its true depths, not until you possess the power to see the real way inside. This power comes from a precious object hidden below the roots of an ancient tree. 2 vicious generals will bar your way to this tree, and that is all I see. She doesn't even want the 5 coins. Alright, let's go. Okay, I guess visiting a city wasn't all that bad. So, Reef, where to next? Up and over the Chiron Mountains. Cred and I once tried to go over the peaks, but we couldn't make the crossing. What? But I thought there was a way through. We need to go north to Belinsk. Cred knew of a way, we just weren't able to take it. Blado said that he knew of a way over the mountains, one that would be treacherous. We will likely find the answer to the in the mountain town of Passage. So we cross over in this Passage place. Another town where another one I don't fully know. I'll just say Passage. But I don't think that was right. Most likely for the path to Passage is the only way up the mountain range. Once there, we will surely find the answers on how to go down the other side to Belinsk. I'm sure that we'll figure this out with your helpers. Now let's head up the mountains. Also, I forgot to go... Never went north. Up here. Yeah. A little buddy. Oh wait, I could get to him right now, couldn't I? So we go over here. Then we go upstairs. Yep. He's a little buddy. Ah, another resurrection gen. Here's the thing, though. The gen with the power to, like, resurrect a fallen teammate, they don't... That power doesn't always work. Sometimes it will fail. Like, Jolt and Cinder can fail at resurrecting a downed ally. Which is bullcrap. Anyway, let's see here. How long have I been recording? 23 minutes already? Jeez. It doesn't feel like I've done much of anything. Kobold appeared. Mole appeared. Alright, let's go up the mountain, and then I'll call it. Maybe get a good long sword for, Matthew. Ah, this music. I love this music. Down, 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 down. Holy map! Oh, right. Okay, yeah, oh boy. Yeah, I'm still so low level that I don't have a lot of the big AoE. Yeah. Boots. No. I am tired. I guess I was wrong about the flower thing. They do come up later, but it is very, very infrequent. Hope you're ready to hear that sound a good bit. Wind advisor. Dangerous path ahead. Very high chance of horrible gusts. Passage safety board. So what we do is we block the wind. Yeah, there's a gen right there, but we can't get to him yet. And yeah, you can use Whirlwind on that. How did I forget this? Well, I guess maybe the flower thing specifically, but yeah. The flowers stay up, but those stay up for a while longer. The flowers are one-time use, but those will stay floating for a decent little bit. And now that stuff just stays. I think this is one of the ones that gets mad at us. Yep. Angie. I got donked by spikes. Now we be outside again. Oh, I'm outside. Where's all the grass I'm supposed to touch? Ignore that. Okay, here's a touch grass. They don't look like harpies. Okay, Matthew being faster than Karis is weird. I'm so used to her being the fastest. I didn't use the winds. The fresh breeze. Matthew's gonna kill it. Yep. Oop. I'm pretty sure there is a special summon over there. I would not have the balls to do that, by the way. No shot! Okay, this is one we can't do yet. But we've set it up to come back to easier. Yeah, we have to... There's a whole thing we gotta do. We need those bits in the ground to pop up. Hey, another gen. We've climbed all the way up to the mountain town of Passage. I can't wait to see it again. You're already there! Now follow me to the very spot that Kraden believed was the only way across the peaks. Yep, cutscene. Almost to the passage that Kraden believed would lead across the Chiron Mountains. It's above the town. Let me take you there directly. We can come back to explore Passage later. Yeah, just toy off this thing. Just something to fidget with during the cutscene. So, this is the way across the Chiron Mountains. What? But we're so high in the clouds that there's nowhere else to go. Nonetheless, this is a spot that Kraden believed was the key to crossing over. That's impossible. We're at the very top of this mountain. How can we go anywhere from here except back down? If only we had a Soarwing with us. But here's the crux of the matter. See that mountain across the sky? That's Craggy Peak. Kraden says that the ancient ancestors of us adepts lived there. They were known as the Genii. Another word I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce. Our ancestors lived there and many other places across Weyard. The Genii that lived on that peak were known as the Neox, and they looked over this part of the world. Did Kraden think that the Neox used their powers to travel between here and there? Exactly. He thinks they could create some sort of sky passage between the peaks. The Neox Genii worked with the ancient people of Passage to create a machine that could manipulate the clouds. Kraden said that such machines were based on alchemy principles. The one in Passage is called the Alchemy Forge. Well, show us the way to this machine then. It's not so simple. Kraden couldn't figure out how to get Passage's Alchemy Forge running. But Kraden is a genius. How can we succeed where he couldn't? We have to figure it out. There's no other way to reach Belynsk and catch up with Kraden. Not to mention getting to Morgul to find that feather. If only we hadn't run into those fiends in the cave. Hey, Blados had a direct hand in forcing us into the south part of Angara. But why is that masked man tagging along with him? You know, the guy who wanted to know if we had the glyph book? He was eager to send us south to find you, Reef. Not Kraden. Somebody just pinged me in Discord. From what I could gather, it seemed that Kraden suspected his true identity. I got the feeling they knew each other pretty well. Do you think so? Perhaps that explains why Kraden was so willing to part ways. Well, I can't imagine that they'd be friends, but old allies, perhaps? I trust Kraden, but I can't see trusting anything about that masked man or Blados. I don't see how this helps us get across the sky. Now, if only we did have a Soarwing. Too bad that ours is broken. Of course, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. So, all we have is an ancient legend about a machine that can make a cloud passage. I wish I had pried more details from Kraden when we were last here. No use fretting about it now. I guess we'll just have to investigate this ourselves. I'm gonna end this right after this is done. That's the only way we'll get to that peak. So we have nothing but a dusty Genii legend to go on. That's all, just the Genii and a fabled cloud passage to Craggy Peak. Have you had another thought, Reef? There was one more reason Kraden gave up on getting to that peak. He said we didn't have a wide enough variety of synergy to start the Alchemy Forge. Variety? What kind of synergies did he think you needed? I don't know. Well, who else came here with you and Cradden? Just my sister Noelle, and we're both water adepts. I thought Noelle was an earth adept. But maybe we have a chance, because we cover all types of elemental energies. You might be right. Then let's find that Alchemy Forge, Reef. I'm sure that will create that cloud passage to Craggy Peak in no time. I didn't notice it before. Things feel a little different from when I was last here. This place is brimming with synergy power now. Can't you feel it? Holy crap, how long is this cutscene? I'm certain it wasn't like this before. Change is in the wind. The key to all this is in Passage. Let's head back to town then. I'm sure we'll uncover the secret there. Alright, and with that one, I'm ending this here. Stuff has drained me, so... plus this episode's been going on for a little while. So, yep, that was I think this is part 5 to Golden Sun, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.